Assalamu alaikum, family, and good afternoon. Hope you all are doing well. Hope you had a blessed and wonderful weekend. Um, the weather's starting to break out here. It's almost 80 here. I know in many parts of the country, spring started a few days ago, so the weather's starting to break in many parts of the country. So I hope you all are able to go out and enjoy the sun, and go out and just enjoy some of this great weather that Allah has blessed us with. Hope you had a blessed and wonderful weekend. Hope you had a blessed and wonderful day. And the likelihood that you're having one of those days, because we know that in this life, a little rain must fall. Always, always remember this: tough times don't last, tough people do. Keep your hope, trust, and faith in Allah, God, and He will see you through. I could definitely bear witness to that. Get into the topic for this video. So, the feds um, arrested Eugene Henley, aka Big U. He turned himself in. I believe it was Thursday. They had a manhunt out on him. I think Tuesday and Wednesday, and he turned himself in on I believe it was Thursday to the feds. He's been charged. He's getting RICO charges, and with the federal government with RICO, they don't mess around. They want to throw the book at you. Matter of fact, correction, they want to throw the whole goddamn library at you. Every book in that mug. They want to set an example with these RICO charges. So that is what Big U uh, is facing. Big U is a member of the Rollin '60s Crips. It's a gang in South LA. Rollin '60s Crips. And so this is from the LA Times. Rappers murder and city hall fraud. Inside the Big U charges rocking LA. Federal authorities this week announced that more than a dozen Rollin '60s Crips members and associates, including Eugene Big U Henley, have been charged in a sprawling criminal case. Henley helped launch rapper Nipsey Hussle's career, has been accused in a Henley, who helped launch rapper Nipsey Hussle's career, has been accused in a federal complaint of running a mafia-like criminal enterprise that carried out a series of racketeering crimes, including extortion, human trafficking, fraud, and the 2021 murder of an aspiring rap musician. Henley, in a white t-shirt, black sweatpants, and Nike sneakers with no laces, made his initial appearance in court Thursday afternoon. About 2 dozen family members and friends watched as he walked into the courtroom with his hands cuffed in front of him and his legs shackled. He will remain in federal custody at least until his detention hearing on March the 31st. Who are the Rollin '60s? Rollin '60s, the neighborhood Crips, took their name from the number streets from Slauson and Florence Avenues. They were one of the first cliques or sets of the Crips to spring up in the area, according to a 1992 Times article. In a 107-page federal complaint charging Henley and others, Andrew Rusa, an FBI agent, described the Rollin '60s as a violent criminal street gang with associated sets in several other states. I'm trying to see. Before I go any further, hit that thumbs up button, smash that thumbs up button now. Hit the subscribe button to get notifications when I do videos on here. So, Big U is facing a litany of charges: extortion, human trafficking, money laundering, and murder. Wow. And the feds if he's charged, he's going to do life in prison, meaning he's going to die in prison. And that's what they do. The feds when they make these cases against these um these cats, they want to try to just send a message that we won't tolerate this. We're gonna we're gonna make an example. They hit you all these RICO charges. So fraud too. So I'm trying to find this murder, and they said he ran a mafia like enterprise. Wow, like the Gambinos, like the Lucchese's, like the the five families in New York. Yeah, the Gambinos, the Lucchese's, the Genovese's, the Colombos, the Bananos. Wow, he was on that level. Damn, mafia style organ enterprise. So Big U, um, he's been linked to a murder of a former Crenshaw High football player. Crenshaw High is in LA in the Crenshaw district there. Um, he's been accused of murdering, what's his brother's name? Rayshawn Williams in Las Vegas, and dragging his body in the desert. Uh, that sounds like some mafia type of stuff right there. He's been accused of killing his brother, Rayshawn Williams, who was a high school football star in LA and was an aspiring rapper, accused of murdering him back in 2021, murdering him, and then dragging his body in a Nevada desert, I guess to bury it, to hide the evidence. Um, Big Big U also is accused of using his charity organization as a front to run a criminal enterprise in South Los Angeles. So his record label was Unique Music, and Rayshawn Williams dissed Henley, aka Big U, and the gang leader is accused of kidnapping him and murdering him in retaliation. This is according to prosecutors. Um, wow. It convicted he could get a life sentence. So he was running a charitable organization. Um, there's also been claims, it's also been reported that he defrauded Draymond Green and Shaq. It's just this is just crazy. This is just wow. And Big U was part of this checking in culture that when like celebrities, pretty much black celebrities or athletes, they want to move around LA, they have to check in. They have to get permission. The same foolishness goes on in my hometown of Detroit. Trick call it a no-fly zone, and many other cities have this as well. But LA is known for this checking in culture, and like I said, Detroit has it too because the rapper Trick has this thing called the no-fly zone. So it's the dumbest shit because if white celebrities want to move about LA, y'all not telling them to check in. When Tom Cruise come to LA, uh, John Travolta, all these celebrities that live in other places, when they want to come to LA and move around, they don't have to check in with y'all. So y'all not telling them to check in, but you're doing it with us, with our people. And I think it's the dumbest shit because, excuse me for cussing, because you you acting big and bad, and this is why I have no respect for gang members. I know this may come across as being disrespectful, but I have no, I don't have any respect for gang members because You want to act big and bad and tough among those who are your people, who share your melanin. You want to act big and bad with us, but you don't do that with the police. You don't do that with the federal government. You don't do it with white people, but you do it with us. And why is that? You want to flex your muscles when it come to us, black people, but when it come to white people, when it comes to these devils, the government, the cops, all these people who are oppressing our people, you're quiet, you're silent. George Zimmerman should never be alive. George Zimmerman should be dead. He killed an innocent, unarmed 17-year-old, Trayvon Martin, who would have been 30 this year. You allowed Zimmerman to get off, and then this devil was going around at gun shows signing bags of Skittles. I'm not making this up. It's plenty of video of it. People were bringing bags of Skittles to gun shows where George Zimmerman was at, and he was signing, he was autographing them. So now you think he thinks it's a joke. He thinks killing Trayvon Martin is a joke. Okay, okay, all right, that's cool. He should have been taken out. Dylan Roof, that terrorist devil down there in Charleston, South Carolina, gunned down 9 members of the Emmanuel AME Church in Charleston after they prayed for him. After they prayed for this devil, he guns them down. There's a 24-hour manhunt for him, and when they catch him, they take him, they put a bulletproof vest on him, and they take him to get a Whopper. I am not making this up. They take this devil to get a goddamn Whopper at Burger King after putting a bulletproof vest on him. Take him to get a Whopper. I don't know if he got fries with it. Don't know if he got a milkshake. Don't know. Don't care. So you kill us. It's a joke. You signing bags of Skittles, and then you're taking the Burger King to get a Whopper. I don't know if he got the Big King meal. I don't know. So they're rewarded. But none of these gang members in LA, in Chicago, in Detroit, in St. Louis, in Jersey, New York, in Atlanta, Houston, and Dallas, none of them want to get together, put their differences aside, and go after these devils. Go after Amber Geiger, who was a cop in Dallas, broke into both on John's apartment, claimed that she thought it was hers. This man entered his own damn residence and shot in the chest. A shot in the damn chest. Because she mistakenly entered the wrong apartment. And she says that he broke into her place, even though he was entering his residence. He paid the lease. It was the residence was he signed the lease for it. He was paying rent there. She gunned him down. And what did she get? She got a Bible, and the bailiff combed her hair. A black judge gave her a Bible, and a black bailiff combed her hair. And if that isn't bad enough, both John's father and brother are her pen pals. Where were gangbangers then? Where are our sisters who gangbang? There, I'm sure, in prisons, in women's prisons, there are women gangbangers, black women who are gangbangers that are in prison. Y'all could not roll up on this devil. but y'all big and bad when it comes to us. You got to check in. Man, that's dumb. You don't own LA. Big you thought that you were huge, that you was the man in LA, that you were running things, but the feds, they brought you down to earth. They humbled you. Now, Big U is claiming that um, these charges they're trash. This is what he's alleging. This is what he's claiming, that they're trash. And that's fair enough because in this country, according to this justice system, you're innocent until proven guilty. So we shall see how this plays out. Judge Joe Brown said something a couple of days ago on the Real Dana podcast. He said that Big U need to keep his mouth shut. He said he has rights under the Constitution. And I don't have time to go over what all he said, but he pretty much just said he need to keep his mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut. Let them prove their case. But here's the thing. In that article that I read from the LA Times, it said that other members of the Rollin 60s were arrested too. And we know how this is going to play out because Big U was a significant member. He was in leadership. Let me just put it that way. He was kind of like in a leadership position of the Rollin 60s, the Rollin 60 Crips. He was in a hierarchy. So you know these underlings are gonna sing like the Supremes. They're gonna sing like the Temptations, like the OJs, like the Impressions, like Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. Pick one, pick a group. They're gonna sing because they want less time off of their sentence. And they're gonna turn against Big U. It would not surprise me. We have seen this happen before, time and time and time and time again. These so-called tough when they out and about, but when them charges start coming, when they start saying we're gonna charge you with this, we're gonna charge you with that, we're gonna charge you with the Kennedy assassination, we're gonna charge you with the Lincoln assassination, we're gonna charge you with kidnapping the Lindbergh baby, everything. They start singing. Da do da do da do. I did not do it. He did it. I was against my own will. I was forced against my own will. I was tricked. I didn't have any choices. I know I can't sing, but that's what they're gonna start doing. They may as well. They're gonna sing. They're gonna do a sing and dance, and they're gonna turn. They gonna turn. There's no loyalty. There's no loyalty in the streets. And let that be a lesson to these wannabe so-called gangbangers now. There's no loyalty in the streets. None. No loyalty in the streets. None whatsoever. Because when the heat gets hot, you find out who your friends are. There's no loyalty. None. The days of being silent, and them days are over. These new cats, they're not trying to, no. And like my brother Steph Carlo, and thank you for tuning in, brother. I was gonna get to you. Yeah, real gangsters don't say they're gangsters either. Al Capone took on law enforcement and never did dirt in his neighborhood. And that's an excellent point because the mafia has a saying, never shit where you eat. Let me repeat that. The mafia has a saying, never shit where you eat, meaning don't do dirt where you live. Don't take out your own. That's one thing about the Italian mafia. Well, the Italian mafia here in the United States. They for the most part, they didn't kill innocent men, women, and children. If they had a beef with you, they had a beef with you. They had a beef with those who were associated with you. They wanted to take you out and your associates. It didn't involve mama and grandma walking down the street to the grocery store. They didn't involve pops, grandpa watering his grass, children walking to the store. It didn't involve them. It didn't involve people in the neighborhood. Now, the Italian mafia in Italy, they on a whole nother level. And you could look this up. They are scary. They are sadistic. They don't have any rules. This is the mafia in Italy. They don't have any rules. There's been instances where they wanted to get after somebody, they killed everybody in that neighborhood. And they didn't just shoot them, they firebombed houses. The Italian mafia in Italy, they have killed judges, they have killed priests, they have killed little children. They are sadistic. That's why in Italy, the mafia, um, the Italians, they don't respect them. They're scared of them. It's like saying a bad word. If you say mafioso in Italy, you may as well say like a cuss word because they don't glamorize them. They hate the mafia over there. They're scared of them and they hate them. They're not beloved here like they are here. They're hated in Italy because they have killed innocent men, women, and children just to kill one person, just to kill a group of people that they have a beef with. They take out everybody. They don't care if you're a newborn baby. They don't care if your grandma is on her deathbed. They're gonna take everybody out. Everybody. That's why they're so hated over there in Italy. Now here, it sounds crazy, but the Italian mafia in the United States, they operated with a code, with a system of ethics, so to speak. I know they're criminals, they're killers, but they had nerve enough to have a code. And in a sense, I can respect that because we need to be on code. Dr. Claude Anderson has said this time and time again. We need to be on code. No, someone kill another black person, you have until 6 o'clock to get out of the neighborhood, to get out of town, or we're going to come after you and we're going to dish out street justice. You will not rape any of our women. You will not rape a black little girl or a black woman. No woman, period. You will not harm another black person. Again, that's a death sentence. The Asian community have the same thing. The Arab community, don't you dare rape a Arab woman in their community or kill another. You may as well no death, death. That's how we need to operate. You rape a little girl, you rape a black woman, you kill a black person, black man or woman, child, death. No if and buts about it. And if we have disagreements, conflict resolution. We have to try to resolve our conflicts. Now, again, like I said a couple minutes ago, the federal government have to prove their case against Big U. They have to do it. And they're going to use his associates to prove their case. Big U need to keep his mouth shut. I'm not defending his actions. I'm not defending this alleged murder of this brother, um, the former football star and aspiring rapper. I'm not defending it. And Big U has denied the charges. He has denied them. And again, the federal government has to prove their case. So, and rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle, but he was involved with some shady characters. And the shady characters ended his life 6 years ago. I think it was on March 30th. So I think that is coming up here in a few days. So it's been almost 6 years. But Nipsey knew some shady characters. This LA is just what they call it, what Pop call it, Los Angeles, because it's scandalous. There's so many dirty, rotten scoundrels in LA. And I hate this, and you hate to say that about some of our people, but they just have a savage mindset. They had that terrorist mindset, that predator mindset. And that's not who we are as a people. We were taught that way. We were taught to hate ourselves. We were taught to want to kill our brother and sister over a disagreement, over what neighborhood they live in. That is the dumbest shit. You don't own the block. You don't own it. The city of LA own it. White people own that block. White, you don't even own your house. It's just, whew, it just baffles me how some of our people will go to war with each other over stuff they don't even control. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. You don't control your block. Some of these Negroes don't even own a home. They leasing a home. If the bank say, you know what, niggas, get the hell out. Are you gonna roll up on the bank? Are you gonna roll up on Bank of America or Wells Fargo and tell them to check in? No, because they're gonna throw your black asses in jail, in prison. So you're not gonna roll up on them, but you want to roll up on us. Willie Lynch was an evil genius. I've said it again, I said it before and I say it again. Willie Lynch was an evil genius. An evil genius. Divide and conquer. And this is a perfect example of the Willie Lynch syndrome. Post traumatic slave syndrome, PTSS. Great book by Dr. Joy DeGruy. I urge y'all to get it and read it. Perfect example. And like my brother Steph just said, even in the mafia, you couldn't kill a made man unless you had a legit reason. But see, these gang members, somebody diss them or somebody allegedly say something, they want to just kill them, kill their whole family. Savage, just savage behavior. Even in the animal kingdom, they don't do that. They have better reasoning skills than some of our people. Even in the damn animal kingdom. Watch National Geographic. Watch the Discovery Channel. Animal wants to hunt an animal, they go after that animal. Or sometimes you may have a pack of hyenas try to go after a pack of gazelles or some wildebeest. But one thing in the animal kingdom, they will protect each other, unlike us humans. That's why they're smarter than us. In the animal kingdom, they will protect their young. They will protect their old and weak. They will protect the one that falls behind. I've seen plenty of video and plenty of episodes on National Geographic of wildebeest. One was alone and a hyena tried to attack it. That group of wildebeest just swarmed on that hyena, on a pack of hyenas. We won't do that. Oh, that nigga said something about me. I'm gonna smoke his ass. I'm gonna smoke his mama. I don't care who on the porch. and do a drive-by and kill everybody. You kill a little girl who's outside playing, the little boy who's outside playing football with his homies. The old dude, the OG, out watering his flowers. Grandma out on the porch, want to enjoy the sun, but she can't enjoy it because it's a hurl of bullets, and she catches stray. Don't shit where you eat. Now, Big U is facing a litany of charges because, like I said, the federal government, they're not playing with this RICO. You see what Rudy Giuliani did in the 80s and in the 80s with the mafia, the 80s and early 90s before he became mayor of New York. Those RICO charges he brought against the Gambinos, John Gotti, they're not playing, and it doesn't pay to be a criminal. They said crime doesn't pay unless you're white collar, unless you're a billionaire. Then everything pays. But for us, the so-called low-level criminals, these gangbangers, there's no loyalty, and it's not gonna end well for you. It's not gonna end well. It didn't end well with the Italian mafia. All those mobsters. It didn't end well for them either. A lot of them died in prison. A lot of them were murdered. Many of them were gunned down. Angelo Bruno comes to mind. He was a boss in Philly. He was killed in a drive-by. There was another one that was killed in a bombing. They bombed his house. I think they used a nail bomb. Oh, this was in Philly. Oh, um, even the Jewish community. We had Jewish gangsters in Detroit. We had Italian gangsters too in Detroit. But the Purple Gang, many of them were died and were gunned down. So it doesn't end well. If you want to join something, be part of something that's greater than you, where people who look like you love you are going to have your back, and you want to learn discipline and have knowledge of self, learn knowledge of self, join the Nation of Islam. Come among the ranks of the fruit of Islam. We'll show you love, but we also going to show you discipline, but we're going to show you love. We're going to teach you a knowledge of self. We're going to teach you to respect yourself, respect the Black woman, respect your community. You are God's creation. You are the greatest to ever walk the face of this earth. The Black man is God. And the Nation of Islam and the fruit of Islam will teach you that. The fruit of Islam is the military branch of the Nation of Islam. It's for men only. And the female version of it is the MGT GCC, Muslim Girls in Training and General Civilization class. They have their branch for the women, and we have the FOI for the men and the boys. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said, train them up fast. Train them up. And the FOI is going to teach you knowledge of self and to fight white supremacy. Join the Nation of Islam, brothers and sisters. But this is going out, this is for my brothers. Join the Nation of Islam. Join the fruit of Islam. Learn a knowledge of self. Taught to respect yourself and respect the Black woman. Respect your community. Join the Nation of Islam, the fruit of Islam. I'm gonna land my plane there. Join God's army. On that note, I'm gonna hop off of here. I hope I was able to make my point, to have my, you were able to understand my point. I was able to bring it across clearly. If so, drop your comments below. Let me know what you think. Hit that thumbs up button. Smash that thumbs up button now. Hit the subscribe button so you get notifications whenever I do videos on here. Share this video. Share it, share it, share it. Share it as much as possible. Let's have the conversation because we have to stop killing each other. We have to start. We have to stop it. We have to stop killing each other. It's just, and over just minuscule things. We all we got. And we playing in the white in the devil's hand. We playing in the white man's hands. They don't need the KKK anymore. They don't need the neo Nazis. We're doing the job for them. We have become the KKK, the neo Nazis. I hate to say that, but we have. We have become the terrorists because it's not the Klan members going in the hood killing us. It's our own. And it must stop. It has to stop. We have all we got. And the enemy wants to see this. He wants to see us destroyed. Why give them what they want? Why give them what they want, y'all? It has to stop. Support this YouTube, support my YouTube channel, support my future projects coming up. It'd be greatly appreciated. I need y'all love and support. I cannot do it without y'all. So please continue to support my channel and my future projects. Brothers as well as sisters, I just said, be safe out here. Beware and be aware. Satan comes to kill, steal, and destroy now more than ever before. So whether you're going to work, coming home from work, dropping your children off at school, picking them up. I know it's spring break in many parts of the country. Next week out here, not this week, but next week, it's spring break out here. So a lot of the children are on spring break. Some of them are coming off of spring break. So if you're on vacation, dropping your children off at school, picking them up, whatever the case may be, running errands, be safe, beware, and be aware. Please, y'all. I love y'all. I will talk to y'all soon. Inshallah. Y'all have a blessed and rest wonderful day. I'm out. Take care, y'all. And please, let's stop killing each other. Please. And black men, black boys, join the Nation of Islam. Come until the fruit of Islam. Join the fruit of Islam. You will learn knowledge of self. You will be taught discipline and love of self. There's no future out there in these streets. We see that what's going on with Big U and the Rollin 60s Crips. There's no future out there and it's not going to end well. You're going to lose your freedom and your life. Join the Nation of Islam. I'm going to land my plane there. I am. I'm really going to land my plane there. So have a blessed, wonderful rest of your day. I'm out. Assalamu alaikum.